What's going on, guys? We're back again with another County Gains supplement review. Okay, of course I've done a bunch of different supplement reviews every single time I buy a protein powder, Mutant Mass, BSN, whatever, guys. You know, Optimum Nutrition, I always make a great supplement review on it. I always show you guys how it mixes and how it tastes. But today we got a very interesting one, okay? And this is one I actually have yet to do a full video on or even talk about on my Instagram. Of course, as I said, I'm a full-time personal trainer. If you guys want to avail of any personal training programs, make sure to hit me up and I will formulate you guys custom-made programs and nutrition plans, okay? Kind of on and off, we're making a good progress every single week, but this winter, guys, is kind of ramping up. Of course, winter time is bulking time. And what does that mean, guys? Means we need to get all the help we can get. Pre-workouts, lots of meat, red meat, milk, you know, carbs, rice, pastas. You want to be ramping up the carbohydrate sources. You know, you can start eating a little bit less clean, especially if you guys are, you know, 180 pounds, something like that. So make sure to be using every trick in the book, especially, like I said, 4 meals a day, chicken and rice, chicken and beef, with added protein shakes. 4 to 6 meals a day was perfect. I eat about 4 meals a day, guys, as I'm cutting. Not really trying to bulk up or anything like that, but 4 meals is perfect for me. But something I said I want to do as I'm cutting to kind of help keep the gains, and also while you're bulking you can use it as well, is the one and only, hold up a second, guys, let me get a focus on it, the one and only Creatine Monohydrate. Ooh, look at that, guys. So for those who don't know, this is Optimum Nutrition's Creatine Monohydrate, okay? And it's pure isolate powder, okay? It's pure 100% crystallized, okay? So it's very, very small, the actual crystals, very, very light. I'll show you guys in a second, but it's 93 servings for €15. We're gonna talk about the pricing and stuff at the end, but what is creatine, guys? Creatine basically is a supplement found in foods, okay? If you eat, what is it? You know, a kilo or 500 grams of beef and chicken throughout the day, you probably get 3 to 5 grams of creatine naturally, okay? It's naturally occurring in foods, as are all supplements, okay? That's why I like to use supplements, right? Because they're naturally occurring in foods, but sometimes you don't always get the actual benefit from the food, okay? Let's say you don't eat, you know, meat that day. Let's say maybe you're eating only fish that day, or let's say you're eating like mostly protein shakes or milk or whatever. There's not a ton of creatine in it. So to saturate your stores, you supplement with it, okay? Same with using protein shakes. And as you know, okay, I use Optimum Nutrition Whey or BSN Whey or Mutant Mass Whey, whichever, or Mutant Whey, whichever sort of protein powder that I like to use that month I use, okay? So I buy a new protein powder every month or two, and I kind of have a scoop or two after my workout, and I kind of have that with a meal with some other sort of carbohydrate source, whatever it is, rice, you know, crackers, whatever, guys, all right? So this is just an added nutrient that you can throw in to your protein shakes. Like I said, I added in a scoop into this, and each scoop has about 3 grams of creatine, okay? So I add a scoop and a half, whatever, you know, 2 scoops, doesn't really matter, guys. 6 grams of protein, 6 grams of creatine. And for me personally, having it after a workout kind of helps with the recovery. You kind of get the added benefit. You can have it before your workout as well, which is fine. You know, personally, I like it after it, but you guys can have it before, okay? And like I said, what it does is it's just a naturally occurring protein. It stores as ATP, which is basically just fuel. It's just fuel for your muscles, so you can get that one extra rep, that one extra set, or it's not even for a set. It's kind of for high intense training, HIIT training, and that sort of like maximum effort lifting. So like 1 extra rep, you might be able to bust out 1 or 2 extra reps with this, which is good. Like I said, because it's great. We're gonna talk about the cons at the end, but the pros are, you know, it's very, very cheap, all right? It's €15 for a little bit of added benefit, guys. And whether that be only 1% added benefit, you know, it's still 1%. 1% is better than nothing, okay? And for 100 servings, so let's say if you're using, you know, 2 scoops a day, it's a month and a half worth for €15. So very, very cheap, very, very good. And as well, if you're adding it onto beef or rice with your meals, of course, you know, you're getting a lot of creatine, guys. If apparently studies, you know, no plates, no dates, talked about recently on the Joe Rogan podcast, studies show that if you're a bigger guy, you know, if you're 240 pounds rather than 140 pounds, you can probably have a lot more creatine in your diet, okay? You can actually have up to 20 grams. which is a lot. For me, I've never done like a loading phase of 20 grams. For me, I always just had 5 grams because the bloating was just crazy for me. Not that my stomach felt distressed. For me, I never get like an upset stomach. You guys might have more sensitive stomachs, but for me, it just felt like a lot of bloating, you know, and I just hate feeling bloated in the gym and shit like that, guys. To me, it just adds no benefit to be bloated in the gym. It just makes no point. So this is unflavored. You guys can get flavored ones, but I like the unflavored. You know, I actually like the taste of this unflavored. I would just add it to water sometimes and stir it in. I love the taste. It tastes very like nothing, you know, but it tastes very like, almost like a little to me, a little natural, like a little sweet. Not chalky at all, just feels kind of sweet. But what I mostly do is add it into a post-workout shake, 2 scoops of protein powder with some water, and I add it into the post-workout shake along with whatever. You know, you guys can add whatever, BCAAs or whatever. You guys can add it into anything. So let's see what it says in the back. Why creatine monohydrate supports supporting performance, proven to boost performance during high interval training. So yeah, like I said, it's one of the most studied, researched, literally one of the most researched supplements in the world. I don't think anything close is more researched, apart from like protein powder maybe, but creatine is one of those supplements that does absolutely help. But like I said, man, and I'll talk about the cons at the end, it's only about 1%, 5% max. It's not going to really boost your training to a point where you're like superhuman, whether you're on steroids or something like that, guys. You know, you're on roids. So it says Optimum Nutrition has been trusted to provide the highest quality in post-workout recovery, and it's best for sports performance, strength training, and high interval training. So what does it say here? So 1 scoop in about 240 milliliters of water. Okay, so it's not a ton of water needed. Okay, and have it about 30 seconds before or after your training. Okay, so you can have it any time of the day, like I said. And that's pretty much it, guys. You know, I used a little bit of it. It kind of comes in this sort of container thing. Last time I used creatine probably about 8 years ago, guys. And I used a little bit of it. I had like 2 servings over the last couple of days. And it does help. You know, for me, it helps recovery. Everything now at this moment of my training, guys, I've been training for damn near 10 plus years or whatever. You know, everything to me improves my training. If I take BCAAs, if I take glutamine powder, if I take, you know, whatever, anything that's not protein powder, I immediately feel the benefit. And also for people, guys, I'm very sensitive to certain supplements. I'm very sensitive to certain, you know, supplements and, you know, stuff like creatine, BCAAs, protein powder. I'm hypersensitive to like Panadol. If I take a Panadol, I'm like conked out, I go to sleep. You know, I'm very, very sensitive to these products. So you guys might not feel as much of a boost from creatine alone, but definitely over time, you know, maybe over the course of a month, you'll feel like a little added benefit. Anyway, guys, let's get on to the cons. So like I said, it's very cheap. It's very easy to use. For the cons, for me, the only ones I can think of are that it's kind of a, you know, I just forget to take it. You know, I just plain and simple just forget to take it. I forget to put it in my stuff, so I kind of have it next to my protein powder. So I just remember to add a scoop to it. Does it do a ton? Who knows, guys? You know, who knows? The studies show that it does improve quite a bit. For me, like I said, guys, I'm very sensitive, and it does help quite a little bit, but not as much as you'd hope, guys. It's not like going to be like roids. That's a massive con. Anyone that says it's like mandatory to take creatine, it's definitely not mandatory to take creatine. You know, you definitely don't have to take it. The cons as well, you might get a little bit watery for a few days, but that kind of goes when you get adjusted to it. That only lasts like 2 or 3 days. You'll feel a little bit watery. You'll feel like a water bed. You know, you guys might sleep a little bit more. That's about it, guys, you know. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty damn good, man. You know, another side effect that I saw people talk about is that it causes hair loss, which is super random. Like, I don't even know why it would cause hair loss. I mean, to me, it just makes absolutely no sense. Like, that just seems like something that the internet made up. No, it doesn't cause hair loss. It said that in one study, it increased DHT. For me, guys, I could do with some hair loss. My hair is flipping so thick, bro. It's like flipping, you know, I don't have any receding hairline. If you guys have like massively receding hairline, is it gonna increase your hair loss? Definitely not, okay? It doesn't do anything to hair loss, guys. There's no research, like, you know, mega study to show that it increases hair loss. So wouldn't worry about that, guys. What increases hair loss is taking steroids, okay? That's what increases hair loss, so don't worry about, you know, kind of getting tricked by people. It's a very, very cheap supplement, guys. Go check it out. I saw yesterday they have crazy prices in some stores, 50 euro, 40 euro. If you're paying anything more than 10, 15 euro for this supplement for 100 servings, guys, I mean, you're getting ripped off. I mean, it's a very cheap, very, very cheap supplement. That's kind of why people like to take it. So let me know your thoughts on it, guys. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what Optimum Nutrition supplements you guys like. Let me know what type of creatine supplements you like. If there's a different brand that you guys like, tell me the brand that you guys use and that you all like, and I might try that brand. Okay, go check out my Patreon, guys. I upload videos to Patreon all the time, every single week. Uncensored videos, live streams. You know, I do a lot of uncensored stuff over on Patreon. So if you guys want to support the cause, it costs just a $5, the amount of a coffee, to support me every month. I love you guys all, man. Drop a comment down below if you guys want programs as well. DM me on Instagram, County Gains. And yeah, guys, let's get swole together, bro. Let's get swole, bro. And don't just take one scoop, guys. You know, you gotta overdo everything. You know, take 2 scoops, bro. You know, there's really no upper limit to creatine, and the worst side effect you can get if you take 20 grams is like diarrhea or something like that. So, but if you guys have sensitive stomachs, I probably wouldn't do that personally. I love you guys all, man. I'll see you all in the next County Gains supplement review, baby. Let's go.